BlackRock is buying a lot of XRP after Ripple's IPO filing came out. Hold on tight because XRP could hit $100 right away if this news is true. It's finally happening after years of hearing about it. Ripple's IPO is no longer just a story. Everything you thought you knew about cryptocurrencies and the future of money is about to change because BlackRock has a huge stake in XRP. Ripple was about to become a big deal for a while now. People in the tech and finance industries have been getting more and more excited since its legal fights with the SEC, which have been closely watched by both investors and regulators. The company behind XRP has been in the spotlight for years. This is because it has played a key role in changing the financial world. Ripple has been a major force in the push to get digital currencies used by most people. Today, after years of rumors, it's finally true. Ripple wants to go public. This change will completely change how people trade in cryptocurrencies. Leaked SEC papers say that Ripple's IPO will happen in the first quarter of 2025. Many people have already marked this date on their calendars. You can be sure that this will be a huge deal in the world of cryptocurrencies. Investors are looking forward to this momentous occasion. This is more than just a public record of a business. The digital asset area is about to go through a big change. There will be effects from this IPO that reach all parts of the banking system. Now things really start to get interesting. BlackRock, a huge name in global asset management, is said to be buying up a huge amount of XRP. It is said that the investment company, which has been making waves in both traditional and digital markets, has bought 20% of XRP. You did hear that right. BlackRock now has 20% of all XRP. What does that mean? That means BlackRock thinks XRP has a lot of promise. If you didn't know, there are only so many XRPs that can be made. There is only a set amount of it out there. This is one of the main things that could make it more valuable over time. The best part is now here. Average buyers like you and me can only get 1% of XRP. So this means that bigger groups own most of the XRP. Other than that, Ripple platforms or big investors like BlackRock hold the rest. The market is affected by these big players in a big way. The worth of XRP is going to go through the roof because it is very hard to get, and BlackRock has a huge stake in it. This could make things great for prices to go up. As soon as Ripple goes public and the demand for XRP goes through the roof, the leftover coins will be worth more than ever before. This IPO might change everything. After the IPO, could XRP reach $100 a coin? Of course, they think this is not only possible, but also very likely. I can feel the excitement in the community, and the possibility is huge. This could be a turning point in crypto. It could go much higher than $100 in fact. XRP has a lot of promise. Imagine what it could do. It's not just BlackRock that thinks XRP is going to be very popular in the future. Numerous other people agree. XRP is also being looked at by other institutional buyers as a high potential asset. But why does BlackRock want to invest in XRP in particular? Okay, the technology behind Ripple is to blame. Ripple isn't just a blockchain project or a digital currency, it's a revolutionary system for sending money quickly and safely across borders. Ripple's answer already meets ISO 2022 standards, which means it works perfectly with the new global messaging rules that banks and other financial institutions are putting in place. This means that Ripple's technology, and by extension XRP, is about to change the whole financial system, from sending money between countries to dealing with digital currencies issued by central banks. XRP will almost certainly be used all over the world, and as soon as it's listed on the stock market, banks will be lined up to add Ripple's technology to their own. Now let's talk about the price point of $100. XRP is different from other cryptocurrencies because it's not just a guess. Real financial companies are starting to use it. Take a look at the market caps of some of the biggest names in the financial world to see why $100 per XRP is possible. Just think about Visa. Visa is worth about $500 billion on the stock market. Let's think about how much Ripple might be worth on the market after its IPO. Ripple could easily beat Visa's market cap because it is the best way to send money between countries. If that happens, XRP's value could drop to a small part of Visa's, which would mean that each coin is worth about $100. Now though, things get even more interesting. This is very important. Ripple follows ISO 20022. These facts mean that banks will have to use XRP so that payments between countries can be made easily, quickly, and legally. The IPO of Ripple will bring more attention to the project, so banks will want to make sure they're on the right side of history. As soon as Ripple's IPO starts, banks will be lining up to add XRP to their systems. Why? Because Ripple fixes right away a problem with the banking system that is currently broken. It's slow, expensive, and wasteful to send money across borders, but Ripple's technology could make that all go away. When that happens, XRP will be seen as important for money, and its price will reflect that. Next, let's look at what's going on behind the scenes. For more than 3 years, the SEC has been after Ripple. They tried to stop the company from going public. The SEC did everything it could to keep XRP from being accepted as a real digital currency. But here's the catch. Ripple did not give up. In fact, Congress has stepped in to make sure the IPO goes through. You heard me right. Congress is now in favor of Ripple. Why? Lawmakers know that getting Ripple and XRP into the hands of big investors is important, because XRP is the future of global payments. Oh, and don't forget that Ripple has a huge market edge. XRP is faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum. It settles deals in 3 seconds, while Bitcoin and Ethereum take much longer. Scalability makes XRP the best choice for banks that deal with a lot of transactions. When Ripple goes public, a lot of people will want to use it. The price of XRP will go through the roof because of the desire from institutions. There has never been a better time to buy XRP than right now. The market conditions are just right, and the growth potential is higher than ever before. Everything will be different after Ripple's IPO. With BlackRock's huge investment, we're seeing something that will change the financial world. If Ripple's technology is used all over the world, XRP's price could go above $100. This is not just a guess. Based on recent trends, it's a well-thought-out guess. Remember not to miss this chance. Press the like button, click subscribe, and get ready for the biggest cryptocurrency wealth transfer ever. You will thank yourself in the future for what you do today. Also, if you want to be a part of the XRP change, you need to buy XRP before the IPO ban. Now is your chance to be ahead of the game. You don't want to miss out on this chance because it's about to close. Every second counts because time is running out. Join my free Telegram group to find out exactly how to get out of the market when XRP hits $100. Stay up to date and make the most of this amazing chance.